Hey there, my name's Todd. Welcome back to Adventure-Ography. Welcome back to the shop. So we're not going to spend much time in the shop here today. It's extremely hot outside today. I think it is going to be in the 90s today, but with the heat index here in North Carolina, it's going to feel like over 100, they say. So it's going to be extremely hot. So what I thought we'd do today is get some wind moving on us, because that's the best way to stay cool, is get the breeze going by, get a little sweat. So what's the best way to do that? We're going to go for a ride. But a couple of days ago, we did a review on these hot weather gloves. We're definitely going to test them out today. We're going to ride with these new gloves and see how they do in the hot. Today's about the best example of how they would perform in the hot weather. So we're going to do that. The other day we did a shop tour of the shop. I didn't go in depth on the particular motorcycles themselves. So what I thought we'd do today is, hey, by the way, I did something first thing this morning when I come out and got things set up. I did an audio check. I said audio. I did an audio check. Made sure that the mic was hooked up. So hey, we're ahead of the game today. So that being said, what we're going to do today is I'm going to take out let me tell you a little bit about this bike. We're going to do a review on one of my bikes, just kind of an introduction to it, and do a quick walk around, and then go for a ride, test out the gloves. We're also going to be testing out these ADVENTURE earplugs. I got these for Father's Day. This will be the first time that I've used them. What they're saying they do is you can still hear your audio from your Senna. You can still take phone calls, answer the phone, but it cuts out all the wind noise and still lets you hear traffic. So I'm excited to try these. We're definitely going to give them a whirl today. So we're testing out the new gloves and also the ADVENTURE earplugs. So we're gonna do a review of this bike. Not necessarily a review. We're just going to do an introduction to one of my bikes to you guys. I've wanted this bike for at least a year and a half. I started hearing about this bike a year and a half ago, and it just was lots of hype. It was probably the most popular bike of 2024 as far as anticipation, and now this is in the adventure world, in the adventure bike category, which is what I focus on. I pretty much focus on adventure bikes and dirt bikes, as much off-road as I can do. That being said, living here in North Carolina, it's a little hard to find dirt. I'm going to do a walk around of this bike, tell you a few things that I've modified on it already. I've had the bike about 4 months. Took it to a rally down in South Carolina called the Palmetto State Adventure Rally. It was a fantastic ride. Got to meet a lot of fun people down there. In fact, this particular bike was brand new. I'd only had it. I got one of the first bikes that landed into North Carolina. So it was kind of the belle of the ball down at these rally. Everybody was checking the bike out, was intrigued by it. They'd heard about it like I had. It was the only one there, so it was kind of fun to be there with the bike and talk to people about it and share my experiences so far. I hadn't had a lot of experience. Some of the upgrades I did, we'll go over those. But, well, let's get into that. Okay, here's a quick look at the bike. It's a Cfmoto Ibex 450 in the United States. You'll see it on the internet as the MT 450, or in the United States it's the Ibex 450. So just a quick walk around of the bike. I apologize about the highway sound. It's a little noisy today. I'll go from head to toe here in a second, all the things that I've done to it. Okay, so I guess starting from the front, First thing I did is put new, these are the Tusk 2-track tires. I really like these tires. They're a lot more aggressive than the stock tires. I put them on immediately, and I've really enjoyed the grip of these tires. These 2-tracks do fine on the highway, but they definitely track. If there's a line on the road, it'll take it. So you gotta kind of stay on top of it. But off-road, they're fantastic. Cfmoto really has good bars. These are Cfmoto crash bars. I bought them from the dealership. They were good price, and they are a sturdy, good fit crash bar. I highly recommend the stock Cfmoto crash bars. I did put on these auxiliary lights, and I'll tell you what, I was riding in that rally down in South Carolina with some guys, and they all were like, hey Todd, I tell you what, you know when you're behind it. We know when you're behind us because we can see you from miles and miles away. So I really like those lights. I'll put a link in the description on those. I got these on Amazon. You can also change the color and turn them just to white. But that's a look at the headlights. Kind of got that cool factor. I did put a taller windscreen on it. And I use this little deflector when I'm on the highway. It just kind of gets that wind over your helmet, so you don't get a lot of buffering. I recommend these Rhinowalk bags. I'll tell you what, they're not too expensive. Get them online on Amazon. I'll put a link for them as well. I drug this thing down a highway in a dirt road, but I put my other bike on its side and skidded down the road about 35 miles an hour, and not a scratch on those bags. So I recommend those. I just recommend them. Crash bars, or these are not crash bars. These are stock wind deflectors. I have dropped the bike, just riding in the rocks, and they haven't broke yet, but that's going to be one of my next upgrades, is upgrading those. They're not going to take too many hits. I did put on some graphics. I upgraded the pegs. I still got the stock bash plate on it. That's one of the things I want to upgrade, is upgrade the bash plate. These are my Tusk bags. I've had them on several bikes. Again, I got the stock Cfmoto Ibex 450 pannier racks and mounted my Tusk bags to them. And these things have been around. I've had them cross country a couple times. Again, I went down on this side and slid along the dirt road for a while. Asked my son, he was behind me. He witnessed that. He said, there's nothing more terrifying than watching your dad crash. But anyway, we're okay. Again, we got a Tusk. Tank bag. This is the Olympus. I think this is the medium one. It's not the large one. And then I have a handlebar bag. I love the TFT on the Ibex. I'll tell you what, you can talk on the phone, you can listen to music, and you never have to you can go into your contacts, you never have to touch your helmet. So very handy, TFT. The display is nice, you can see it during the day. And I'll tell you what, I like how they got it set up. I'll start it up and let you hear it. It's got a beautiful exhaust note for a stock. I don't know if it comes through very well on the camera, but tell you what, the exhaust on this sounds great right out of the box. I don't think I'm going to even mess with the exhaust. So there's a quick overview. We're going to get on. I'll say some more about it while we're riding. Okay, so that's a quick walk around of exactly what I've done to my Ibex 450 since I've had it. So what I thought we'd do is go for a ride. I'll talk more about it as we go for a ride. Something I thought we'd do today just for fun, because we want to go for a ride anyway, is check out the competitor to this bike. When this bike came out, there's pretty much only one competitor to it. That's, well, there's a couple now, but the direct competitor to the Ibex, price-wise, everything-wise, is probably the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. Came out about the same time. Pretty similar. When we get done, we'll go and compare the specs of the two bikes. What I thought we'd do today is there's a place in Raleigh called Team Power Sports. Actually, it's in Durham, North Carolina. It's about an hour away, maybe a little bit more than an hour. Be a fun ride. So I thought what we'd do is call them, see if they have one in stock that we can go look at and go check it out. So let's call them and just see if they have one.
Thank you for calling Team Power Sports Raleigh. For parts, press 1. For sales, press 2. For service, please hold a moment. Whether you're riding a...
It's a great day at Team Power Sports in Raleigh. This is Aiden. What can I do for you?
Hey Aiden, it is a great day. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, I got a question. Do you have any of the Himalayan 450s there to look at today?
We don't actually.
Really?
Those have gone so quickly.
Okay.
We haven't been able to keep them in stock. We might be able to get some tubed ones in at some point, but the tubeless ones are going to be out for a while.
I see. Do you know anybody around that's got any?
To my knowledge, we're one of 2 Royal Enfield dealers in the state. I think the other one is in Greensboro.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know. I knew you guys sold them. I've been in there and looked at them looked at Royal Enfields at your place, so I thought I'd give you a holler. Okay, well, they're a popular bike, so I get it.
Yeah, they're really popular. They've been doing really well.
Okay, I've got the Ibex 450. I just wanted to get a comparison, see if it's something I want to. So, which is kind of the direct competitor to that bike. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. You have a good one.
All right, bye. Well, that's that. I guess we're not doing that. I thought for sure they'd have one that we could go look at. So let's go for a ride anyway. We're going to test out my new earplugs, and we're going to test out the new hot weather gloves. So I guess we'll just do that. What we'll do instead is go for a ride, come back, and then go spec sheet for spec sheet. That's about as good as we're going to do. And maybe if we can find another one in the state, then we'll go check it out. So that didn't go according to plan. It seems like these videos that I do don't go according to plan. That's one thing I'm learning about doing this on the fly. I know I stutter, I stammer, I do the ums and ahs. I will get better as we go, I promise. But things don't always go according to plan. That's the way it goes. And that's just the way it goes. All right, let's go for a ride. Okay. Got a little splash of gas. And while I was getting gas, I checked my audio, and it was horrible. So still getting a lot of wind. We're going to try this one more time. I readjusted the mic inside the helmet, and we're going to see if it is any better. So let's give this a whirl. A little bit busy here today. We're going to maybe go back over some of the things that we talked about. Once again, so that guy's probably headed to the lake. Alright, I'm going to shut this. Alright, we're going to give this one more try. So, okay, first impressions of the mic in the helmet, not so good. But we're going to keep plugging away and playing with it and see if we can improve it. The earplugs I love. The earplugs just seem to quiet everything down. I sure don't have the wind noise that you hear normally. And I can still hear the motorcycle. I can still hear the exhaust. I can hear the cars around me. I can hear everything's going on around me. I'm not feeling like I'm in a bubble and a sound chamber, so I like that. I like being able to still hear the motorcycle, but it absolutely 100% cancels out the wind, which makes it a real nice space to be. So, loving that. Gloves so far, I can feel the breeze blowing through these gloves. 100% effective as far as the breeze through the gloves. I think these are going to be my new favorite gloves. I really like them. Really like them. I can feel it. I'm not sure where I'm at. I think I'm supposed to take that road back there. I can get to where I'm going from here, but I think I was supposed to take that road back there. See that sign back there that said pavement ends? Those are the kind of signs I like. But it's not on this road. Alright, well, enjoy the ride when you get up here. I'm going to stop up here again, check the audio, see if it's any better at all, see if you can hear a word I'm saying. I apologize if you can't. I still really want to get this content out, so I'm really hoping that it gets better. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and let's get up close to the lake. Okay, we're back from that ride. It's hot. Do you ever remember that little guy that used to have the exercise videos named Richard Simmons that has a video called Sweating with the Oldies? Well, that's kind of what we're doing here. I'm only one oldie, but you're sweating with me. So welcome to an episode of Sweating with the Oldies. I had a great ride. Came home and I had to go cool off for a minute and get something to drink, get some electrolytes in me because I was dehydrated. You can kind of hear it in my voice. It's so hot and dry out there that I just it gets in my voice and I get kind of a gravelly tone when I am dehydrated. So I apologize. I'll be better soon. Okay, that being said, couple of things. The gloves. I love the gloves. They're still on the bike. Bike's parked outside. But I love the gloves. They're going to break in real good. I think the good hot weather does help them break in. I can definitely feel the air coming through the mesh. I think for the kind of riding I do, the long distance stuff, the adventure stuff, they're going to be the perfect glove. They're going to be my go-to, I think, from now on. That's guaranteed. I really like the gloves. These earplugs are a game changer. I'm telling you, these are the ADVENTURE earplugs. Like I say, they were buy one, get one free at the time of purchase. I don't know if that deal's still going on or not, but I would definitely check them out. It puts you in kind of a different headspace. I find myself maybe going a little faster with the earplugs in than I do normally. I feel like I'm a little more zoned in, a little more focused on what's coming in front of me because I'm not hearing any outside distractions. That sounds kind of weird, but that's how I feel. You don't hear the wind. You don't hear anything, but you do hear traffic, the bikes, the tone of the bike, the exhaust sounds. So that being said, these highly recommend. I've heard that same thing from other people that have tried these out, and when you're riding, you're like, oh, that's what's going on. So anyway, gloves are good. That's good. So let's do this. Let's go over some stats on the bikes themselves. So we weren't able to go and look at that Himalayan today, but we'll try to do that in the future. If I can find one in the state that's not too far, or a state around here, Virginia, South Carolina, if I can find one that's for sale, I will go look at it. I'll scour the internet, find a dealer that's got one, and we'll go look at it. So MSRP on the Ibex 450 is $64.99, around $7,000. By the time I got out the door with mine, I was around 81, 82 with the dealer charges and all the mumbo jumbo that goes along with that. It is a twin cylinder, 449 cubic cc's. It's a 2-cylinder 4-stroke. It's got a 270 crankshaft. It's got 44 horsepower and 8,500 at 8,500 RPMs. It's got 44 foot-pounds of torque. It's a 6-speed. I'm looking at some of the differences. It's a 6-speed chain drive. It's got a slipper clutch. Let's see what else. Seat height is 32.5 inches, and it does come with a Raleigh seat that you can raise the seat up a little bit. I haven't realized I need that yet, or figured I needed it yet. Let's see, just some of the things that it comes in. Got a 2-year. All right, that's about it for the Ibex. Just doing general stuff. You can get on and find it. On the Himalayan, the Royal Enfield Himalayan, it is a 4-stroke as well. It's a single-cylinder thumper. It's got 40 cylinders, electric start. It's got 29.5 foot-pounds of torque. Let's see here, 36-month warranty. MSRP on that's a little bit lower at $57.99 MSRP, and the seat height is about the same, 32.5 inches. Both of them have 21-inch fronts and 17s in the back. In fact, I think the Cfmoto has 18-inch in the back. I think it does. It's got 18-inch in the back. Don't quote me on that, but if I remember right, it's got 18 in the back. I can walk over there and look at the tires that came off of it. But the Himalayan's got 2. I know the Himalayan is a 5-speed as well. Or, the Ibex is a 6-speed. The Himalayan is a 5-speed. So, they're pretty similar as far as the capability of them. I think the suspension I've heard on the Ibex is a little superior, but I heard the suspension on the Himalayan is sufficient, and it's a good suspension. It's just not adjustable. I know that I've got clickers on mine, and you can adjust the suspension. I haven't touched it. So those are the 2 bikes. I had a great time riding today. We're going to wrap this up and try to get cooled off a little bit. It's super hot, but I had fun today. Sorry that we weren't able to go see a Himalayan. I definitely will make a point of finding one around the area, and we'll go look at it. So have no fear. Thanks for riding with me. I'm going to go edit some footage and see if I can pull some of that stuff out. My camera did die because of my phone died. I rode a little bit a couple days ago, and my charger got wet. So I must have still had some moisture in it because it wasn't charging real well. So that's it. Let's wrap this one up. See you on the next one, and go ride. That's going to be the theme. Go ride. If you get 5 minutes, go ride. We rode for a couple hours today, and even in the heat, it was enjoyable. So just go ride. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Subscribe or new. That helps extremely, important right now. is getting subscribers. I'm watching the numbers go up, and I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really want to do this. I want to do it and grow this channel. So I appreciate all your help. Thanks. Share it with your friends.